Good morning. Today I'm very happy to welcome filmmaker Terry C. Carney. He is the director of the documentary Put the Gun Down. Good morning, Terry. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
Hello. Good morning, Terry. How are you?
Good morning, brother. How you doing this morning?
Fine, fine. Also known as Big T, Mr. Big T. Yes. So I'm very happy to welcome you today. And I've been reading a lot about your film and also your biography. So I found your journey when you were a child teenager very inspiring. Can you tell us a little bit about it between Oklahoma and Denver?
I was born in Denver. Went through, to East Spencer, Oklahoma City. Um, some of my brothers, they was into a lot of, let's just say, activities,
Yes,
and that kind of got themselves incarcerated. Then I end up moving to Los Angeles, South Central Los Angeles. And I've been out here in South Central Los Angeles probably a little bit more than 35 years.
yes, yes. And tell me, how was it your journey into venturing into filmmaking? How did it start?
Well, actually, I started off doing music. Uh,
Yes.
I made records with them, and then I ended up going to Los Angeles Film Academy. I went there 4 years. I was fascinated with films. I was fascinated with Alfred Hitchcock, with his filmmaking of shooting with one camera. So after I completed my schooling, um, I kind of was looking for a project to launch my film making from. And I just started looking, seeing what was going on in my community. And what was more important to me was trying to help heal my community of South Central Los Angeles. So that's being Put the Guns Down, a world epidemic. It's about a lot of community activists in the community, and we show a lot of things that they're doing in the community to slow down a lot of the killing and just senseless gun violence. We spotlight mental health, uh, and we try to show what we're doing out here in South Central to better our community and bring our community closer together through this film. So you know, it's very inspiring. It's very educational. I um, I would like for everybody that's watching this interview to call up your local to Hulu to and how can you am very proud of the outcome. And this is not just a film, but it's a movement, and it's actual people that lost their loved ones to gun violence and mental health. And we just want to share our platform and show what we're doing in our community.
I want to ask you because I've seen the trailer on the website. I want to ask you, how did you choose the subjects you interviewed. And one of them, of course, is the film producer Ice-T, you know, a famous actor, rapper, of course. He has a large, uh, been in cinema and television for a long time, you know. So tell me a little bit about your choice of the interviewees.
With you, me and Ice,
Yes.
myself and Ice T been friends for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, he's in the film. He's also narrating this film.
Yes.
Uh, we have a lot of big time West Coast hip hop artists that's in the film that a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't know about. We have Spice One, we have Chili Chill from Ice Cube and the Lynch Mob. He's in the film. We have Compton's Most Wanted, DJ Quick, and his son is in the film. We have Cocaine in the film. We have X Rated, who did 26 years in prison and still was putting out major platinum. To me, it gives people in our community that platform to speak on how they feel, and the things they're going through by losing loved ones. That's what's the meat of the film, and that's what's important. And I'm not going to call these people the stars of the film because they lost their loved ones. So it's a real tragic thing that they're going through, and what how they strong being strong enough to move forward after losing their daughters and sons and family members. You know, it's really crazy out here. We
Mm-hmm.
lose we here in just our community in South Central. In a movement worldwide. That's why we call it the world epidemic. We want to turn it into a series to where we go around the world and we show some of the difficulties of what people are dealing with, so that we can be able to come to the table and maybe sit down and have some discussion on
Mm-hmm.
how we can make things better in everyone's community. But
Yes.
this one spotlights Los Angeles, South Central, and we just showing you what we're doing to try to better our community, because we have a lot of things going on that really need to be fixed, and we need to bring world attention on what's going on and in our community. And you know, support us, then so, and then let's what's going on in your community, your neighborhoods, and let's make the world a better place.
Yes. But I want to ask you something, Terry, um, about violence in America right now. Of course, my work is watching movies, so I see a lot of movies, classic and contemporary, and television series. And right now, even in television and streaming service, violence is escalating. I mean, on the screen. And also, there is not a message about how violence is a negative thing, or violence is a crime, you know. And I see most of the films or television series I watch, they approach violence in a comic or a black comedy way. And you studied film beside your being a musician as well. And so, do you think right now, I mean, people committing violence in America, do you think the reason is culture, educational, or as well they are influenced by this trigger happy or gun happy entertainment that they are exposed to?
I totally agree with what you said, and it's not culture anymore here in America. It used to be, but
Mm-hmm.
now a lot of, the Caucasian community, their
Mhm,
kids caught up into this violence. I was just watching the news this morning where this
mhm,
kid, he stabbed and killed his mother, stabbed up his father. His father's on the critical list. Just violence, tried to kill his mom and dad. Um, and in their community, you see what just happened to President Trump, with the shooting, and they trying to get to the bottom of that.
for sure.
We we have so many murders and that's going on in every state in America right now. And it used to be a
Mhm,
minority community, but it's not anymore. It's all over. It's in the neighborhoods that they say it would never come to. Now, this is the thing. Now, to answer your question, yes, I totally
mhm,
agree. I think
mhm,
with all the video games that we got going on, the music, and how they portraying different films, it plays a major role into this senseless gun violence and mental health as well. You take a 4-year-old, which is in a better community than the urban world, you know, you push them off into a room at 4, 5, 6 years old, and you let them play these video games. Now, some of these video games, just like what you just spoke on, they are so violent and bunch. They done murdered. They done literally murdered probably 200 people on that video game. Then their moms have them to come and eat their sandwich for lunch, and then they go back into their bedrooms and they do more killings, 200 or 300 murders before they go to bed. So we're talking 4 and 6 year olds. So now those 4 and 6 year olds is 18 and 20 year olds, and this is the repercussion of just like the 20-year-old you just saw that tried to take Trump down, that tried to murder him for no reason because they have been taught to murder for years and years through these video games, through the movies, and we have to being accountable, and we have to be able to come together as a world, and we need to have these discussions and talk about these things and really start making a stance on what we're going to allow to happen and what we're going to allow to be put out there. Now, this is the thing that we all have to understand. We as parents, we purchase these games for our kids. We as parents, we spend for subscriptions to Netflix, to Hulu, all that for the and we're paying for all that, but they are choosing the content to put on the air to destroy our communities. They need to be accountable. Our communities that's destroying our kids, and we won't we, you know, I pray that I never put out another movie like the one that I have right now, because I sat there, I had to edit this film, and these are actual mothers that kids was murdered, literally murdered, you know, and they sharing what they're going through. They're sharing what's going on in their lives, and it's bad. I shouldn't have to put these type of films together, but how else are we going to open up people's eyes to what's really going on? And just like what you just said, how are we going to change the narrative of the films that were put that these film institutions is putting out through Netflix and Hulu and theaters? We got to change the narrative of the music that we're putting out, the accountable for what we do. It ain't all about just making money. We need to heal the world before there's not a world for us to live in.
Hmm. Terry, I want you to repeat because I was cut a little bit down to repeat your last sentence since you were saying about families should take care of what their children are watching and watching networks like Netflix, Hulu's, Amazon right now about the violence. And also, I mean the physical violence as well, not only gun violence. Because I think these, when kids, I remember when I was a child, I was 3 or 4 years old. We went to a movie with my mother, and there was like a killing scene, and my mother tried to hide my eyes with her hands, and so I didn't watch the violence. So, can you repeat, please, the last sentence you said because I was cut down?
Yeah, we definitely we have to take accountability. And I'm speaking
Mm,
to Netflix, I'm speaking to Hulu, I'm speaking to the theaters, I'm speaking to
mm,
the record labels that's putting out this music, I'm speaking to the game companies that's putting out these video games. And um, we have to take accountability for what we're putting out and what our kids are watching. Us as parents have to be accountable, for what we allow our
mm,
kids to.
mm, 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 mm.
We need to screen the video games that we purchase for our kids, not just giving the kids the money to go in there and buy
Yes,
whatever. We really need to see what type of movies our kids are. We need to up and call the theaters up and demand more programs, just like the film that I've created, which I'm not trying to just push my film out there, but
mm-hmm,
we need more educational films. We don't need more murder films that's teaching our kids how to get out here and murder people.
mm-hmm,
We gotta Nobody is taking accountability for what's going on, and people really don't care until it affects their family. And
mm-hmm,
the way it, here in America, you can pull up at the gas pump just to get gas, and it'll change your whole life, because it's a lot of people getting murdered at the pumps. They're getting robbed at the gas pumps. We have a lot of tourists coming out here, and it's bad out
yes.
to heal the world. And that's why I'm telling everyone that's watching this to call up your theaters, demand this film at your theater. Call up all the subscriptions that you have, from Netflix to Hulu to Peacock. Call them up and tell them and demand this film. Start here with this film and start demanding this type of content to teach and educate our kids to not go out there and murder somebody for no reason. To help with mental health. If we see that our kid have a problem, or they're getting bullied at school or whatever, we gotta jump in, and we gotta help fix the problem. We can't just push it up. Continue being part of the problem. As long as we keep paying for these subscriptions and allowing these networks and film and stuff like that to keep putting out this content for our kids to destroy our kids and stuff like that, and we're paying for this stuff, we got to say no. Enough is enough. We got to take back our children, and we need to be better parents as well to our children. If every household start really watching what they're allowing their kids to be a part of, or play this game, or listen to this music, or watching this movie, if you start monitoring these things more, we'll be living in a better place. Our kids will grow up, and actually sit down and talk to your kids. I walk into restaurants and stuff, and at the table, the mother is on her phone, the father is on his
Hello, Terry.
once again.
Mhm. Yes, I want to ask you right now. Do you think what problem across the streets and neighborhood of America right now is, I mean, that lot of people owns a lot of guns right now. I mean, there is no restrictions on buying guns and professional guns as well, like we see in the movies.
Well, see, this is the thing. This is a major problem going on in America right now.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
everybody say we need stricter gun laws and things of that nature. Okay,
Hmm.
well, I'm gonna go to video games again, just like Grand Theft Auto, that video game that they have, Grand Theft Auto 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Well, these video games have been teaching our kids how to break into cars, how to do burglaries, robberies, all this kind of stuff. And the new one is just it's robbing people left and right. So
Hmm.
these kids, that's like one of the number one games that all the kids here in America play. Is like Grand
Hmm.
the latest one. And what you can make all the gun laws that you want over here. These kids don't care about it, and I'm telling you, the kids
Hmm.
from every background you can think of, they have came together. And what they do over here now, they steal cars. They'll steal a car, and then they'll drive the car right into the gun shop, and then they loading up the stolen cars with the guns. They carry it over to wherever they have their cars at, and fill those vans up with the guns that they done robbed the gun shops with. And this has been going on every single day in every city of Los Angeles out here lately. So we have so many guns out on the street that then came from all these gun shops. So having stricter policies on guns is not going to solve our problem when these kids already know, okay, well, I can't go buy a gun anyway. And why would I want to buy a gun in my name if I'm going to go shoot somebody? Because once I shoot somebody, the gun's going in the ocean anyway. So that's so they got smart about it. So they'll steal a car. You ain't gonna know, you ain't gonna be able to trace the car back to them. They stole stealing all the guns out the stores. So it makes it easy for them. So the only people that you having stricter gun laws on is the people that's working every day, working a 9 to 5, and need guns to protect their families because another big crime over here is home invasions right now. Home invasions while you're in the house with your family. This new generation is coming in. They're robbing you and they're killing the people, killing you and your family in your homes. And they're targeting all the wealthy homes. That's what's going on over here as well. So
Yes.
what do we do?
Yes. Right now, Terry, I want to ask you about your company, Platinum City Golden West Entertainment. What is your plans right now for the company?
My plans with Platinum City, we're going to put out films that's going to educate you on things of what we're talking about right now. It's going to
Hmm.
be uplifting films where family life together. That's what Platinum City is all about. And we don't want to put out no type of films or music that's going to destroy the world. We want to help people together and help people to be able to live instead of dying senselessly.
Yes, this is great. Terry, I want to thank you very much for coming to the live. Congratulate you as well for the release of the movie, and best wishes in its promotion, and best wishes as well in your upcoming projects, either film or music. I was very happy talking to you this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Great.
And I will come back anytime. Will have me.
For sure. Mikasa is Sukasa. Feel it is your channel as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And
I
but
We
and
will go off air right now. I want to tell you something after we go off air. All right?
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.